Welcome back, Wogglers. So today we are going to tackle one of our most asked questions, which is how can we create a call using a workflow rule? So let's go ahead and go into our workflow rules and do some exploration here. So click that setup gear in the top right corner. Underneath automation, we're going to click workflow rules. And this is an example, so I'm going to randomly choose one of these workflow rules. All right, so you think to yourself, the way that this is triggered is when a node is added, if it has canceled, you're thinking, I want to log a call to show because we require our customers to call in order to cancel. So whenever a cancellation happens, I want a call record logged. Okay, so you've been watching our videos, you click action, you click create record, and you're ready. Where's calls? I can't create a call record in here. Well, that's because calls can really hook up with a lot of telephony systems, so they probably don't allow you to do it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a custom function. Now you might be thinking, I just watched that video. This one is going to be slightly different because I'm going to show you how to write a function. And we're actually going to give you the code for this in the description below, and you'll be able to grab that and use this in your own system. So let's get started. We're going to click action, we're going to click function, and so here we're like, the system's like, wait, you have this other function, is that what you want to use? Thank you, but no, we're going to configure a function. So if you watched our other video, you know that there's some pre-made functions, already created functions. This time, we're going to create our own. All right, so first we're going to give it a name. Create call. You can give it a description, creates a call. Perfect. Hit create. All right, now, for those of you who are not programmers, this screen might look very scary, but we're going to make it super simple and easy for you. Because we've already put the code down below, all you're going to want to do is just copy that code snippet and paste it right here. Okay, so we go ahead and tell you what you need to do in order to make this work. So there's this module, callSubject, callDescription. So first what you want to do is you want to figure out what type of record these calls are going to be related to. So in our example where someone calls and cancels, and the salesperson, all they have to do is put a note on the deal that says they've canceled. So we know that that's a deal record. So here in the module, we're going to put deals. All right, the call subject. Now, you can kind of decide what you want here. This is kind of willy-nilly, but for our example, we're going to say cancellation call. Perfect. And then the call description, that's going to be, I'm just going to put cancellation call again because that's pretty self-explanatory. All right, so now we've added those variables which make sense for our purposes. Yours might be different. For example, it might be a lead record or an account record. And your subjects and descriptions will be different. But there is one thing that I want to talk about here. There's this first, ninth line here. So what this is doing is this is saying that it's going to grab some information from your system. So it's saying you're using Zoho, you're using the CRM, and you're going to get a record specifically by an ID. And then it's got your module variable that we just set up here is deals. And then it's got this recId. So now what we need to do is we need to tell this function what a recId is. And what we're going to use to do that is we're going to set up an argument. If you've already watched our video on custom functions and how to assign them, then you know that you set that argument variable when you associate it to the workflow. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy recId because it's very important that it exactly matches. And then we're gonna go over here and there's this little X tab on the right-hand side. We're gonna click that. We're gonna say, we're gonna add an argument. We're gonna paste our recId argument. And then here what we can do is you can go ahead and say, I want this to be deals and the deal ID. So then it goes ahead and grabs that. We did that differently on the other one because we had already created the function first and then associated it to a workflow rule. But since we created the workflow rule first and we chose the option to create our own function within that creation page, or rather that edit page, then it's allowing us to go ahead and map those arguments directly from the trigger workflow. All right, go ahead and click save here. Okay, so now we've given our variables, our module, callSubject, description. We've told it the recId. That's missing a comma. Oh, no, it's not. It's just dark. There it is, comma. Everything's fine. Okay. So after that, the rest of what's happening is basically it's getting information from different places. So first, it went ahead and grabbed the deal record. And then here we are getting the owner of the deal record. Next, we're getting the time zone and we're getting the date. All right, and then the next thing we're doing is we're creating a map. So what is fun about this is telling the system, it's saying, okay, the subject for this call is this. The owner for this call is this. The start time for this call is this. The call type is outbound. The description is the description. You know, we're having all those fun things here. And then you might be like, what's this SE module? What that is saying is this call record is related to a different module, which is deals. And then we go through a couple of things where, you know, if it's a lead, you have to do things one way. And then if it isn't, then you do things the other way. There's a little exclamation point there. I don't know why this is so dark. I'm gonna have to look at actually, let's see. Because the theme is dark. Oh, look. Yeah, that's so much easier. You should change your theme if it's dark. That way you'll be able to see the whole code. Anyway, yeah, you do some different things if it's leads, and then you go ahead and you update with the call map, and then it creates the call. And there you go. That's the rest of the code. Once you've put in all of your different variables here and you've mapped your argument, you click Save and Associate. It's going to take you back to your workflow. You can see that your function is already there and associated. Just click Save. All right, there you go. That's how you create a call using a custom function in the CRM, triggered by a workflow rule. All right, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd be happy to help. We'll see you in the next video. Woggle, woggle.